Sneakers are meant to get dirty, but cleaning them is pretty easy. Just follow these simple steps.
Here's how you clean your suede or nubuck sneakers. Before we get started, here are some strict no's. Firstly, do not use soap or water directly. Second, no matter what, do not throw your sneakers into the washing machine or dryer. And third, while you're rubbing your sneakers, be gentle with it. Firstly, you'll need some crumpled newspaper so that your shoe can retain its shape while you're cleaning them. Secondly, you'll need a brush to clean your shoes, and if you don't have a brush like this, you can obviously just use a regular old toothbrush. Up next, obviously you'll need some cleaning liquid, so you can either use a pre-made solution or you can make your very own solution by mixing some soap with water. Up next, you need a regular old eraser. And last but not the least, you're going to need a microfiber cloth to clean everything after it's done. Now let's get started. So first things first, you got to remove the insole and the laces. You have to wash them separately. Then we stuff our shoe with the crumpled newspaper so that it retains its shape while you're cleaning them. Then you're going to mix the cleaning liquid or some mild detergent with some water. So for your outsole, you're going to use a brush with stiff bristles. You can use a brush with medium bristles for the midsole. And lastly, you're going to use a brush with soft bristles. So you're not going to wet the brush that you're using on your fabric, and you're going to brush it in one direction. And if your shoe has a stubborn stain, you can always use your good old eraser. And if the eraser doesn't work, you can use your cloth, dip it in the cleaner, just the corner, and then gently rub away the stubborn stain. And there you have it. All you need is a microfiber cloth to wipe off your sneakers. Additionally, you can use a protectant spray to prevent those stains, and voila, your sneakers are clean again. Here's how to clean your PU or canvas sneakers. Before we get started, here are some strict no's. Firstly, avoid using harsh chemicals as cleaning liquids. It can really damage the material. Do not dip your canvas or PU sneakers directly into water or clean them when they're wet. Your sneakers will never go into the washing machine. It could lead to loss of color, shape, shrinkage, the list goes on. Lastly, avoid aggressive and excessive scrubbing. It could really fray your fabric. Alright, firstly, you're going to need some mild detergent or any form of cleaning solution which is mild. Remember, nothing harsh like acetone. Next, you're going to need a brush with soft bristles. If you don't have a brush like this, you can always settle for a regular old toothbrush. If you don't have that as well, you can just use a cloth which is soft. Now you know everything, so let's get started. Remove the laces and the insole of your sneakers so that you can wash them separately. You're going to start wiping off all the surface dirt from your sneakers using a damp cloth. Make sure you don't make it too wet because that's not good for your shoes. Make sure that you rub gently. Create your very own cleaning solution with the help of some lukewarm water and mild detergent. Now you're going to start gently cleaning your sneakers with a soft brush. If you don't have a brush like this, you can always use an old toothbrush. Now you can gently start rubbing your sneakers with a brush with soft bristles. Remember not to be too aggressive with the rubbing and make sure you do it in one direction. Now that I'm done cleaning my sneakers, I'm going to go rinse these off. Allow your sneakers to air dry and they'll be as good as new. Here's how to clean your mesh sneakers. Before we get started, here are some strict no's. Firstly, avoid using harsh chemicals because they can really damage your mesh fabric. Under no circumstances will you ever put your mesh sneakers into the washing machine for washing or drying. Lastly, avoid scrubbing too vigorously because it can totally tear your fabric. Firstly, you are definitely going to need some mild detergent. And of course, for all that scrubbing, you're going to need a brush with soft bristles. Now, if you don't have a sneaker cleaning brush like this, you can always use an old toothbrush. And last but not the least, you're going to need a microfiber cloth. So let's get started. First things first, you're going to take your sneakers outside and gently shake them to remove any loose dirt or debris. You can start by removing the insole of your shoe and then proceed to remove the laces so that you can wash them separately. You're now going to create a cleaning solution using some mild detergent and some water. You will now dip this soft brush into the cleaning solution that you've prepared so that you can gently start scrubbing your shoes. You can always use a brush with harder bristles for the outsole of your sneakers. Once you're done scrubbing your sneakers, you're going to rinse them with water and allow them to air dry. Make sure you air dry them away from direct heat or sunlight and use a towel which you can stuff into your sneakers so that they retain their shape. So they air dry themselves, your sneakers are clean again.